Never feed a lion because you might never live to tell the story. Now, talking about story, I know of this story that happened about 2 years ago. And so this lady, she was actually the one working. She had money. She had a good job and all that. So she was actually the one fending for this guy. She actually was the one who gave him money to get an apartment and all of those things. And then she noticed that she wasn't seeing the guy as frequent as she used to see him, but she never had this hard conversation with this guy, or she never did. So you might want to view my other video where I talked about having conversations so you don't make mistake whilst you're trying to make a choice or say yes to a guy or say yes to a man or to a brother or to a boy, whichever way that you want to place that. So she was the one doing all of these things, and she wasn't seeing the guy as frequently as she used to see him, but she never did have that top conversation with the guy. And so over a period of time, she didn't ask, the guy wasn't just coming. Then one day, the guy came to her house at night. He actually came with a bag to her house, and she opened her door and allowed the guy in. And so she started speaking to the guy. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Blah, 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 this and all that. And the guy was just, he wasn't even saying anything clear, but he was just saying here, talking here and there. She said she actually even gave him food to eat that night, and then the guy slept. So said while the guy was sleeping, she just was feeling uneasy in her spirit. And so she just decided to check, to open up that box. And prior to this time, she has already heard us feel that to her ear that this guy that she's with, because a lot of them knew that she was actually with this guy. They said to her that they believe she's dating one other girl somewhere, but they weren't so sure too. But because since the girl too attested that they are still together, so they weren't so sure. They didn't pin it clear. They just said, we see him once in a while with this girl, but are you guys still together? And she said, oh, we're still together. I said, oh, but okay, well, we're not so clear. So let's just say what's not really correct. And you understand. And so, but this day, when the guy came to her house, she fed him, and whilst he was sleeping, she decided to open up the box. When she opened up the box, she saw a wedding invitation. And the wedding invitation has his name and the name of the girl. And so she was like, what's this? So she woke the guy up with anger. Woke him up and said, stand up, what is this? And so the guy looked at the whole invitation she was holding and said, oh, the girl did not even spell my name correctly. He didn't spell my name correctly. So she's just forcing me to marry him. She's even saying that I'm the one that pregnated her. The lady was like, what? Were you sleeping with her? Did you sleep with her? And the guy said nothing to her. And they had this argument back to back. So you mean you're getting married? The guy was saying no, he's not the one. The girl, he's not the one who printed the card that it was the girl, and all of that. That went until the morning, and the guy now left. So you know what I said? Never feed a liar because you might never live to tell the story. So today I want to take you to a subject that talks about how you can be a captivating and a winning lady. So welcome to Esther's Moment. Caring, courageous, captivating, cool, calm, collected, charismatic people. You're so welcome today to Esther's Moment, where we talk about your identity, we talk about relationship, we talk about sex, we talk about you, we also talk about me, we talk about how we can be a lot better and have a better way of relating with people. So today we're talking about how you can be captivating and how you can also be a winning lady. But before we go on, please do not forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and follow me on all my social media platforms, and please share to your friends. And so the first thing I want to talk about today, as I welcome you to Esther's Moment, is that you have to learn to be kind. It has to be your posture if you want to be a captivating lady. Kindness is a thing of the spirit. It's not something you do with your emotions or with your motives or with the mind that is not actually in tune with the mind of Christ. Because I notice in scripture time that every time you show kindness, look at the woman, the Shunammite woman, because her mind was moved, her spirit was quickened, and she knew that this man was a man of God, and she decided to show kindness. Every time that you show kindness to such a person or someone who God wants you to show kindness to, you will plug into a generational blessing. You will get into a place where you get blessed forever. But if you allow your emotions, you just like this person, you just want to be with this person, you just want to please this person. See, being at peace with God is more important than pleasing man. So if you just want to please this person and not choosing pleasing God, you end up feeding a lion and you might not live to tell a story. So you have to be kind regardless. A lot of people come to me and tell me how they have been kind a couple of times, and the guys they have been kind to cheated on them, treated them badly, took their monies, and slept with them, raped them. In fact, I heard one story. One lady called me one time and she said to me that she was actually dating this guy. They actually even planned to get married. And so so we have to be careful. So when you are kind, don't allow your kindness to push you in such a way that you don't even know what you're doing. And so this day, they went to eat somewhere. The guy said, okay, let's go to my house. She was like, oh, no, why am I going to your house? I wouldn't like to go to your house. Really, I don't want to. The guy insisted, just come. I just want to pick something, blah, blah, blah. And she went inside. Do you know that this guy forcefully slept with this girl? Because she was just trying to be kind. The guy said I should come, and she went. And the guy forcefully slept with her, and she got pregnant. And the guy said she should take out the pregnancy, but she insisted she was going to keep the pregnancy. You see why you have to allow the Spirit of God to power your mind. Kindness is a thing of the Spirit. It's not a thing you do with just your emotions, or you just want to do it to be with this person. Because every time you do it, you get out of place and out of alignment. Now, Ruth was kind. That was her posture. That was who she was. She wasn't just doing it to boss. That was who she was. Remember when her husband died, she still decided to serve. So that's what kindness allows you to do. When Eliezer wanted to get a spouse for Isaac, when he prayed to God and all that, when Rebecca came, it was her posture. Because if she wasn't a kind person, when he was requesting for water for her, she would have just said, I'm tired, or what's that? Well, it's her response. So every time you do something that's how you are. You're not doing it because you want to please. That's what I'm speaking against. Don't just do it because you want to please. Do it because that's your posture and you want to be at peace with God. Every time that you learn or you choose to be kind, you become captivating as a lady. You become attractive. You become virtuous. And being a virtuous lady means that you're able to put things in order. You're able to hold things down. You're able to, create wealth. You're able to attract people to who you are. So being kind is one powerful tool that you can never ever throw away. So you have to choose to be kind, regardless what you have been, regardless the pain you've been through. You have to choose to be kind and choose to be led by the Spirit. And so the second point I want to talk about is how you can be captivated. Is that you have to learn to smile. Yes, smile. It's so contagious. You have to learn to smile. Don't always go out with a face that is so agitating, so rough, so angry, so anxious. Learn to wear a smile everywhere that you go. Smile at people. You're not the only one going through stuff. You're not the one going through a lot. People have been through a lot. They're coming from a lot. They're even going into a lot. Do you understand this? So don't let a lot to take you out of your lots. You understand this? So you need to wear a smile as much as you can. Smile, smile, smile. It also makes you look younger, to make you look younger and attractive. That's the second point. So the third point, learning to be a captivating lady, is that you have to learn to speak calmly. Learn to speak correctly, because the Zelophehad daughters, when they went to meet Moses, they spoke correctly. So every time that you speak correctly, you open some supernatural doors. You open new doors and new ways for yourself. So you have to learn to speak calmly. Learn to speak in a collected way. Don't just open an office door and you just say, how on that day? One time a cleaner came into my office, and a couple of them have told her when she comes in, she just say good morning, just comes in, just say, how on that day? And I'm like, I don't really have a problem with that pidgin thing though, because I do speak pidgin. Why not? But I'm just saying that that's the way you should present yourself when you get into a room. Yes, in a cool, calm, collected way. Learn to speak well, learn to speak correctly, so that people will not get the wrong impression about who you are. So that's the third point. So the fourth point is learn to compliment people. Yes, you have to learn to compliment people. That's the fourth point. Learn to appreciate people. When you walk into a room, oh, you look good. Oh, your work is so great. Learn it. Learn to speak. Learn to be confident. That way you also build confidence when you compliment people. Oh, I love. And when you compliment people, don't switch it back to yourself. Even when I was trying to do this thing for myself, no. Compliment them and stay there. Oh, this is such a great walk. You smell so good. I love your dress. I love your hairdo. It's super cute. Don't say, even me, when I made my hair last week. No, don't push it back to yourself. Stay there, compliment them and appreciate them, and stay focused whilst you compliment them. So that's also a good place to be. That's how you can also be captivating as a lady. Yes, oh, this lady, she knows how to compliment people. She says sweet stuff about people. That's a good remark you want to have. That's how you can be captivated. So yeah, so the fifth point is that you must always smell good. please. I'm actually weary of women and ladies who don't pay attention to that path, because I'm like, some days I'm like, wait, a lady just walked into this whole room and this atmosphere just switched from 100 to 0. What's happening? And please, and this time, the weather is hot, please. It's not so expensive. I know that we are going through a lot financially as a country, but it shouldn't affect that aspect. Please smell good. Let your fragrance fill the room. When you enter a room, and I'm not saying you wear a strong fragrance that people will start sneezing, and even asthmatic patients will have an attack. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that when you walk into a room, let your fragrance just diffuse and fill the whole room. And people are like, who just came in? Who came in? Who is this? And not the other way around. Please, they will want you to go. Because if you are not even smelling good, they will also want you to leave. But if you're smelling good, you're going to attract people to yourself. I'm not saying in a seductive way. You're going to attract people to yourself, and they want to sit with you and listen to you. So that's one way to be captivating as a lady. Another point is that stop seeking validation and approval from people. A lot of ladies want to seek validation. They want people to approve them, people to say good things about them. No, you have to learn to live for an audience of one. Set your face like a fleet and live for an audience of one. Stop craving attention. Stop craving recognition. Stop wanting people to always come and say, just focus. Don't always seek validation from people, because if they give you this validation, they will collect it. They will take it back from you. If the world they validate you, the way they would so cancel you out of culture and life. So don't seek validation. Your validation is from the God who created you. Empower yourself. Know how, focus on your skill. Harness your skill and focus on strengthening your influence and impact, and stop seeking validation from people, from things, from places, and from words of people. So just learn to validate yourself, affirm yourself. You are enough. God has created you. You are powerful. You are an energetic and enlightened and a powerful woman. So don't let anyone talk you down. Do not seek validation from people, because if you do, they would get it back. They will collect that validation back from you. And so the next thing I want to talk about is that you have to learn to have emotional balance. So if you want to be a captivating lady, you have to learn to control your emotions. You need to have emotional intelligence. When you get into a room, you know when to speak, what to say, how to say, and you know when to say it. That's what emotional intelligence informs you, or it informs you how to behave. You don't get to a place, you don't even get too excited. So the places you get to, yes, you release your joy, you get to the places you get to. Emotional intelligence informs you that you are cool and you're observant, that you don't even speak. You don't understand. Not speaking is even intelligence in its own way, because sometimes when you speak, you think you've just dropped an intelligent thing, but people are just, when you're knowing that this one is actually empty. Do you understand? So one of the ways that you can actually be captivating is that you have emotional intelligence, you have emotional balance to what you bring, where you are, and what you're doing. All right. Another point is that please do not manipulate people, do not manipulate things, Don't always want things to be in your favor or be about you and all that. No, you have to learn to just apply wisdom to situations and allow people be. Stop forcing people to come and do what you want them to do. Stop making them change their value system and their belief system because you want them to listen to you. So don't be a manipulative person. If you're manipulative, you are not attractive. You're just becoming someone that people would even run away from when they find out that you are not a truthful person, you're not a very good person. So do not be a manipulative person. So I'm going to have another part of this video. So this is just the first part of this video, and I'm also going to have the second part of this video. So please stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. Please don't forget to share to your fans, to your family, and everyone. God bless you. So till I see you another time, be good, be godly, be gracious. And this is Esther Chinedu Udechiko. I do love you. Bye for now.